Oh, we have a wanderer. Fuck you! No, dude, come on, man!
Oh, we have a wanderer! What a lovely little wanderer is going to come in, and then we're going to pull them out because I don't want to die, because I don't want to be clever!
And then I'm fucking dead, dude. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sick, and today I want to go over something a little bit different than normal. So, I've been working on MQ2 Shaman, and one of the things I wanted to try and knock out early was get my Shaman a click stick, the res stick. And again, all my tunes are brand new, so I had to start from nothing. So utilizing Overseer and Overseer Mac by GoldenFrog and doing these OMM missions to get brews allows me to purchase one of the res sticks. So we will go and show you that stick. So this is the Staff of Forbidden Rites, Cleric, Paladin, Druid, Shaman usable, and it gives you a 90% res with a 1-second cast time from inventory. It is awesome. I mean, anybody who's been playing this game for a long time is familiar with this. There's the 3 versions of it. There's the one that has the 10 charges, there's the old version that used to drop, and then there's this one that comes from the OMM mission, dude. So this is kind of the way that a tune would try and get this now. This does not have 10 charges, so it's, you know, unlimited use. Use it from your inventory. But so you got to do these. You got to do these missions. Now I'm going to swap screens here to this. Okay. So I use this site as a reference. I couldn't find a whole lot of stuff on the OMM mission specifically, particularly with useful information for boxing purposes. But this, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing their name incorrectly, but Nagafen. So this website has some really cool guides. They appeared to be super active back in the day, and it doesn't look like they're super active now. But I've come across their website several times over the years, and they had a pretty neat little write-up guide on the OMM mission stuff. I'll put a link in wherever I post this, so you guys can check this out too. But it talks about the kind of overview. They have the 3 6-man missions. In these missions, and they're all shrouds, by the way, I should have said that earlier. So they're all shroud missions where you pretend to be some other class, or you can be the same class you are, but you don't have your stuff, you don't have your abilities, you don't have anything. And so as you go in as a shroud, you have all your abilities are different. It's kind of supposed to be like old man McKenzie's taking you on story time to tell you about back in his day, how difficult things were, and then you kind of role play out his story that he's telling you back when the game was hard, back when stuff was in my day, sonny. Anyhow, so the 6-man missions, you can only have 1 of each class. The raid, you can have 6 of each class. Because there are necros and mages, that means we can have 12 pet classes. So I've been doing this with 12 characters, all pet classes, and then I made a really crappy macro that just kind of handles them doing stuff, and I have some social hotkeys set up for them to do things, so I can manage them kind of from this window here. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up posting the macro because, like I said, it's pretty crappy, and I just don't feel like the headache of just going through that whole thing. But I suspect I'm going to get a bunch of requests for it, so, you know, I'm not beholden to not posting it. I don't write a lot of macros, and, you know, I'm going to get those messages. Well, Sick, did you know that if you did this, then you wouldn't have to do that? And I'm going to say, yeah, I did. And the time that I saved by not doing that, I'm now spending talking to you about it, so... Anyhow. Now here's the thing. To be able to get the raid, the OMM raid, you have to have completed 7 different raids listed below to be eligible for the McKenzie raids, as you see here, the flagging requirements. Now, I spoke with a couple of community members. Shout out to Hellfire. Thanks, dude, for putting up with all my dumb questions. You're probably getting pretty annoyed about that. He recommended I just do the Tower of Discord because there's a bunch of events in it, and then the Corifax. So that's what I did. I went, I had to get access to do the Tower of Discord, so I had to do like a, you know, a zone progression thing to be able to open the raid, and I did that, and then these. And the cool thing is the Tower of Discord actually has both normal and hard mode, and I think they count because when I decided to go from 6 tunes to 12 tunes, I had to get them flagged to be able to enter the raid zone, and I ended up doing a mix of whatever mobs were left in the regular or the hard, and then doing the other ones in the regular, and they got credit, so. But so you got to do 7 of those, and then it unlocks you to be able to zone in. So, we're gonna do Nagafen and bust him out the way. Vox is way more of a pain in the ass. That took me several days to figure out because she does a thing where if she gets into the wall, she just straight full health resets 100%. And I repeatedly got her to 0%, and then doo-doo... I said doo-doo. Fuck you guys. Due to the fact that we're pet tanking her, and she fears when all the pets run away at the same time, sometimes she chases them, and she'll get in a wall and then reset to full health. So that was very frustrating and disappointing. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing a video on Vox because Vox now is either I first pull her and it's easy, or it takes me 6 pulls or 7 pulls or 8 pulls, or give up and try tomorrow. So we'll see, but we'll do Nagafen for now. I'm going to stop the video here and then reload once I'm back inside. Actually, before I'm right back, so you're gonna end up saying to him after him, and you get the pop-up box. And when you say after him, that's when you get the task. So Lord Nagafen or Lady Vox. I'm gonna do Nagafen. Okay, I get the mission here, and then over here you get to select your character. Now, I'm actually picking Necro for the tune that I'm driving on, just so in the places that I want to split pull, I can do that manually. So I'm going to select Necro here, and if you see, it goes to 5. So all my other tunes, I would go and select, you know, the 6 mages and the other 5 necromancers. Mages are really where it's at with this thing. I've heard that people can do this with like 2 or 3 mages, but that sounds like it takes a long time. You can definitely do it with 6. The first time I did Nag was with 6, and I got Vox very low with 6 several times, but 12 tunes is a whole lot easier going in and just wrecking everything. So we're gonna do that. All right. Anyway, I will be right back. Okay, so I am now inside. Okay, I am now inside, and I should have all my dudes here. Let's see how many people are in zone. 12 in zone. Okay, we're good. I'm going to move them forward a little bit to me. I have a nav button, which is just basically everybody except me, nav ID, me ID. So everybody's going to come to me. Okay. And then I'm going to hit my monster button. My little macro. Everybody should start summoning pets. For the mages have a clicky item that they will reabsorb their pet and get some mana back, and then cast another one. So in my little macro, I have it coded that if my pet's down to like 10% health, I just eat my pet, and then I get like 80%, 75% of the mana back, and just summon another one. So the macro is not particularly complicated. I have some buffs put in here. It's mainly just the pet stuff, and it's mainly if there's an X target and my pet is not attacking something to attack that X target. I also have it set that I can force everybody to sit down. And actually, why didn't they sit down? Oh, they're casting. So it's kind of hard to tell with the pets in the way, but everybody who's not casting is sitting down because I'm sitting down. So it's just a fun way that I can get everyone to manually med. I'll just park them, and then I'll go do my business. Now, I have a really simple social key that's just basically BCA, target ID, which is going to be for them to target my target and then send their pets, right? So without utilizing the macro doing stuff, I can just press my button. I have it here for when I'm in monster mode. So I just press 4, and if you see everybody, it starts attacking, and is dead. Okay, so let's get everybody. And I use the nav. I don't have them chasing automatically because sometimes I want to walk ahead and do stuff by myself. So I'm gonna come and just kind of manually call them to each section as I get to it. Where are we at here? Now again, if I didn't manually tell them to attack, they would still end up trying to attack just because I have it set to. Let's move this. Move this down there. They would manually attack, or they would automatically do their attack stuff if I had a target. So here, this time I'll just get aggro, and if you notice, everybody's now coming because of the macro telling them like, hey, if there's an X target and our pet's not doing some shit, we need to be doing some shit. Kill these. So, like I mentioned before, the reason I run with me as the Necro is if I want to split pull some stuff. There's not a whole lot of stuff to split pull in Nagy's version. In Vox's version, I definitely prefer splitting. But in the final room here, there is stuff to split, so I'll be able to show what I mean by that. I usually use the MySEQ to see where I'm going, because I haven't spent a whole lot of time at Sol B in the last, 15 years or whatever. Or Sol A or whatever Sol this is. I don't know, dude. One thing you do want to do is, I just came to mind here, is you do want to turn off your chat with this name class plugins. Some of the abilities do work. But the way that they made the abilities is your abilities are actually AAs. So things that would normally be spells are AAs. So if you're a class that has a class plugin, some of the abilities actually work out the box. Other stuff tries to use them, but they don't actually work. So I just unload the thing. Okay, when you get to this room, I remember the giant red spider that looks like a spider tick. Spider tick, spider tick. We gotta go that way. So all these dudes are doing their business. I appear to be poisoned, so I'm poisoned. Yes, boiling blood. I guess it's not technically poison, but whatever. Pets. And call the team. So if you notice, I don't have them automatically coming to me. I call them myself. And then the only time that they sit is if I sit. If they're not casting and I sit, they sit down. Now the problem with that is obviously old-timey game, you get aggro. This can actually be a little beneficial if you're trying to move mobs apart just to kind of see what's going on. Okay, so I was able to sit everybody down, and those mobs stayed all over there. Now I usually go around on all my tunes and turn taunt back on, but it's not super needed. All those 12 pets are going to be fighting each other anyway, so it's not a big deal. Okay, now we're going up here. I may end up snipping some of all this, like, boring bullshit out, so you don't just watch a video of 20 minutes of me talking, and that way we can get to the good shit. Maybe I'll speed it up or something. I don't know. Okay, so there are 3 giants in here, and they're coming, so fuck it. Let me back these dudes up. And as per EverQuest, the pathing in old-timey game is pretty rough. So what's up with this guy? He's attacking one of my regular dudes. All right, he's on Jannar tick now. All right, here come my pets. Who knows where they were pathing to? I'm gonna I'm getting hit. I'm gonna manually soul drain just to get a little health. Let me walk past these guys. So it's the 3 guys in this room. It's actually 2 people in this room and a wanderer. Oh, are these belly casters? I always forget. They might be. Use that earring. Don't hit me, bro. I need to get some juice. Alright, we gotta look up. Why is life so hard? So hard. Alright, go get him, team. Get him, Canoner. Alright, so we were successful. Let me sit everybody down here. Now, I'm looking at my group window and I can see everybody's full mana. Everybody's probably going to be pretty full mana most of the time, so it's not a big deal. The main dude that I'm moving around with, he's always getting busted up because he's the guy in the front, so I usually get aggro first, or I'm trying to do some wacky shit to be clever or whatnot. But outside that, because we're primarily only sending our pets in, it's not a big deal. Now, the reason why I set this up specifically to just only do the pet thing is because if one of the dragon fights takes longer than we had hoped for, then we want to be able to just keep going until it dies. So we want a lot of mana. So we don't want to go into those positions being low mana, or have it set to do a bunch of nukes and stuff where we're running out of mana. Plus, we're trying to LOS the dragon, so, you know, we just want to be happy. And if you notice, I made a stand button too. That way, if I sit everybody down and they get aggro like they just did, I can manage that. Because again, with boxing, everything is about being able to manage situations. Things don't always go how you want, even if everything, you know, you have a great designed setup. You have a great architecture to handle your situations. Inherently, there are going to be things that either A, you didn't plan for, or things that happen that are outside of the normal thing, or maybe that dynamic situation that requires, you know, a level of consideration that isn't in your macro or script or bot or whatever. I think Danielwick was talking yesterday about you know, AI and the difference between like a macro or plugin script and AI applications with regard to botting and such. Anyhow, so being able to very quickly unfuck your tunes is really important, because it's those circumstances that you can very quickly wipe in, right? So if all my dudes are sitting, a mob comes and he's just like, he beats on one dude, that dude stands up, then he beats on another dude, that dude stands up. Now they're all standing next to the guy that's beating on him. I want to be able to either, as I see him running in, I want to be able to stand everyone up, right? Or maybe I just want to move them. So again, my move button obviously stands them up and then moves them to me. I also do stuff here like, if you see, I have a pause on button, so this just pauses everybody. So if I'm manually pulling and I get aggro, they're not going to send their pets in. Pause off. What is even in this? Oh, I don't even know what that is. Invis for everybody. Their self-invises. I have a nuke button set in here for nuking. Some of these buttons I also use for the group missions, which you get one of each class. And I've been slowly like adding actual damage abilities to those. So it's not a big deal. Okay, so in this room, we can see on map, filter, NPC, we have Fire Giant Warrior, and the King Tranix. Now, I'm going to just see if I can send just my pet. There we go. They're going in there. I'm going to call these guys and just hide them so they don't have LOS. Oh, there's actually 4. That's fine. Sometimes, depending on what mobs they are, like in Nagy's lair, you have a lot of mobs that are like priests or casters or healy dudes. You want to kill those guys first. So my crappy monster macro bases off of X target 1 if you're not already fighting. Sometimes I will pause this to then manually send everybody on a specific target, like if it's a caster. So if you see my macro, my pet died, you know, summoned my pet, sent him in. He actually might run out of range for augment death, but I shouldn't, yeah, it failed. I shouldn't try casting it again. Now, if you noticed, this one summoned one, and then it kind of chilled and waited. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Since I'm using 12, there's pretty much always going to be one up there. But having them do things like they're waiting and they're casting another buff on them, it helps stagger them out, which is really useful when you get to Nagafen and Vox, and they fear all of the pets. Because if they get feared all at the same time, again, the dragon's going to fucking chomp, 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 chase them, Pac-Man style. And you don't necessarily want that. Okay, so my pet came back in range, so I'm buffing him again, and then I'm going to send his ass in, see? Good job, little macro. The little macro that could. Alright, so let's see if they'll chase me. Okay, you see how they chase me? I want to stand up quick. Come to me, team. Alright, let me just send some of these pets on this guy, see if they grab aggro. They do. Okay, that's fine. Now I know that the room is empty except for the side room, so I'm going to move up here and then call the team up and get in position for the next 3 mobs, which are going to be around this corner. Warlord, Scarlet, whatever, dude. So you actually have to kill all this crap. You got to listen to McKenzie and then zone in by saying whole story. Kill Tranix, Scarlin, Rokel, and then Nagafen. Alright, everybody's dead. And nav to me. Good job, team. Send all the pets. Go get them, squad! Be free, jungle friends! And they're off. Trying out a new monster flavor. Ultra Rosa. 0 sugar. Tastes like summer, but not like the world is ending and the world's on fire and it's 500 degrees and I'm melting summer. Speaking of melting, so some of you guys know that I moved out where I live now in Maryland, basically between Baltimore and Washington, D.C. Before here, I lived in Phoenix. Yesterday, Phoenix was 118 degrees. Now, there's a point that it's so hot that it doesn't matter if it's, you know, 110 or 130 million. Outside of, you know, the just getting incinerated part. But at some point it doesn't matter how hot it is. But 118 is bullshit. That is hot as fuck. When I was a young lad, I worked at an airport. I was an aircraft refueler, and I used to marshal in jets. And you'd marshal out jets too, right? So you'd stand in front of them, and you'd be looking at the pilot, and you'd tell him like, engine 2, and you'd be like, all right, start that bitch up, and like, when it's up to normal speed, you point at him, and it's like good to go, and you engine 1, and start that bitch up, and you know, and this is like the turbine spinning up. And this is because you can see it, you're letting them know that, hey, it's not on fire, and it sounds good, and good to go. Anyway, and then, you know, you pull them out, and you tell them to turn around, and you know, give them a salute as they take off. Pilots love that shit. But in doing that sitting on the tarmac in Phoenix, when it's like 115 outside, your shoes will melt to the tarmac. And that's not good. You kind of need those. Where's my team? Okay, so I haven't programmatically fixed this spot yet. This ramp. There's no nav between the two. So you have to like follow me across. I'm gonna click follow me on my team. And then I gotta go to my second team and follow me on that team. And my second team, I'm gonna run past the crews. You can see them probably running past in the video. And follow me off. Oh, I might die. Come to me. Come to me. Oh, I actually might die here. I was talking shit, but... Okay, they're both aggro on pets. I'm going to just chill. If I try and be clever and stand up right here, they're probably going to hit me because I have low health. And I would rather not be clever and live than be clever and not live and then get mad and sad and all the other ads. Okay, so we'll get everybody here. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Why are they being stupid? I don't know why they were being stupid. I think they were trying to sit, but it was sitting on top of somebody, so they couldn't sit down. So they were doing that weird sit downs. That's weird. Okay, so let's look at the map. So we're almost there. So we have, oh, we have a wanderer. Fuck you! No, dude, come on, man!
Oh, we have a wanderer! What a lovely little wanderer is going to come in, and then we're going to pull them out because I don't want to die, because I don't want to be clever!
And then I'm fucking dead, dude. Okay, well, so far, I didn't crash on zone. Let me just jinx that shit as I zone here and then probably crash. I didn't crash. Unfucking believable. That is a great situation. Okay, MQP on for my main dude. Let's see. It should be like Gather Shadows, I think, right? Is it Gather? Yeah, Gather Shadows. Do I have this hotkey? I don't think I do. I think I do. Yes, I do. 5. Because that was always where my Cloak of Shadows was. Alright, let's see if I can get back to the rest of my crew. Can I get there? Can I get there? Don't smish me, bro. Smished. Smished is a mix of squished and smooshed. Why am I going this way? This isn't the right way. Where did I tell this? Where did I tell it to go? No! Wrong way, dude. Fuck. Yeah, awesome. Now I got bats. And I'm fucking lost. Fuck my life. I'm stunned. Now I'm in the... Ooh, wait, what is that? Is that where I want to be? Don't tell me that's like up on some shit I can't get to from here. It is. Save me, team! Somebody throw me a fucking rope! Can I get... No, I'm fucked, right? Alright, you know what? I don't appreciate this game. Now, if I crash this time zoning, I'm going to cry. See, now this was an example of what I was talking about before, about being set up so you are prepared when shit goes wrong to be able to unwrongify it. And that clearly is a whole story. I was not prepared for it to unfuck itself. And I got screwed. Clearly my own fault. I told it to run where it ran to, and it was the wrong spot. Let's try this one more time. Where is it I want to get to? I want to get to this spot. Can I tell it to go here? Okay, this looks correct. This is correct. Alright, how close can I get to here? Perfect. We're on the way, team. We're coming back. Guess who's back? Back again. Sick is back. Hello, friend. Look, I told you guys this video was gonna be, you know, it's old-timey EverQuest, so everything takes, like, here, look, we can do that, we can gems, right? Well, that didn't work out. Because I keep resting. I was unhappy about being alive. Okay, so anyway, as I'm walking this way, let's talk about this. So this room has 4 mobs, and then we have 2 mobs here, and then we have, Magus, Rokal, and Nagi. Now, this is kind of annoying. Sometimes you end up getting all 4. I really don't want all 4, because there's a high chance of death and failure, and, I don't want to fail anymore, because I've already been in here forever. Okay, so we're at the stupid door. We're coming through the door. Pets are spazzing. Let me get myself a new pet. Oh, I can't see that. Let's see, will they attack this guy from here? They will, maybe? They will, okay. So what I may end up doing is I may end up having them swap targets a little bit just to make sure everybody's got a little bit of aggro. And we'll do MQP on for my main dude. That way I can just have my pet cycle around and make sure he's whacking. Okay, and then we're going to pause everyone off. So they should stay on the same target. I think everybody's on this guy. Maybe not. Maybe they're split. It's fine. Whatever the case is, I want them all to be aggroed on the pets. I have 12 of them, so if one dies, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Like right now, one of the mages is summoning a new pet, and that's perfectly acceptable. Lauren's gonna die. He just got absorbed. I think he was an absorbed pet guy. So one of the mages just summoned a new pet. Now for the mages, I do a mix of, what are these? Are these air? I think they're air. I do a mix of air and earth pet. I have no idea which pets are the good pets to do. I was just told to do a mix of air because air does more damage. And then the earth pet does like root stuff. So it's just handy for trash to like root them in place, and then the air pets can go ham and do their business. So I have my macro kind of hard coded for a couple of my tunes that if there are those tunes to summon the earth pets instead of the air pets. It's air or water. It looks like air. I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, I should be able to call everyone here, and I'm going to sit down. Alright, we're all sitting. We're happy. But for now, I'm summoning a new pet. Awesome. Okay, so this is where the next spot comes in to where I want to try and split. Because what's going to happen is Rokal, Magus, and those 2 are going to come at the same time. I can do all 4, and we will probably end up doing all 4, but I don't want to if I don't have to. So I'm going to call everyone back here, and I'm going to pause. If I end up dying as I'm splitting, that's fine. I do want to avoid an entire group wipe because I don't want to try and manage invising everyone back down here. So we're going to pause everyone on, and they're going to be back there. Target a giant fire. Target warrior. This should be the guy right there. Okay. Alright, our pet's going, and we're gonna go, and then we're gonna... I have a pet back off. This is this purple back off button. Back off, 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 back off. Okay, so the mages should make it to me. Nagafen should not. So, to split these, I can just stay Feign Death once the giants get down here. Feign Death. And we're going to send all the pets. Now, if you noticed, we have, Nagafen is still aggro on me, but he's not aggro on the raid. So I'm going to stay Feign Death and let them kill these two giants. Now, because the macro's turned off, it's not going to automatically be selecting any targets and doing anything. So it's not going to resummon a pet if they die. So I just need to be mindful that if for some reason I'm fighting these for 5 minutes and all the pets are dead, that I probably need to summon a new pet. I'm going to send them on this other target since that first target's dead. And Nagafen faded away. That is perfect. So, the only two things I need for the quest are Magus Rokel and Lord Nagafen, and if you notice that those are the only two mobs left. Oh, one thing I also do is I have hide corpse on looted. Some of these hallways can get a little rough, particularly when you do Vox. So I just kind of manually loot them and make the corpses go away. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to call my group here. Everybody's full mana except me, and I don't really care because, again, we have 12 tunes, so that's 11 good tunes. So the reason I'm starting here is I want them to be able to... Oh, I actually might need them here. I might need them here. I want them to be able to send their pets in very soon. Alright, let's see if my pets will go. Alright, pets aren't going to go from here, so we need to get a little closer. Needs to get aggro. Send in the pets! Send in the pets. Alright, we're gonna kill Rokill real quick. We're gonna kill him first. Now, Nagy might be pissed that I don't have anybody on him. Let's check. He's got a pet on him, so he's not mad about that. Let's put these guys all around the corner so they don't get feared. What happened to the epic music, dude? We get to the epic part. We got to the epic part, and then it's like no more epic music. Royalty-free epic music. And actually, this screen is like some astronaut dude on another planet fighting a dragon. A strange mix of stuff. Alright, so they're killing Rokill, which is fine because we need him dead anyway, and he's going to take longer. So far, this appears on the surface to be going fine. I obviously don't have a pet personally because I was low on mana when we pulled. But again, not a super big deal. Okay, we're out of range, so they're not sending pets. Let me pull them a little closer. Okay, they're attacking people because I was too far away. We do not want that at all. That is bad. And now we're all feared. We're probably all gonna die from this. That was a real bad fuck up on my part. Everybody get around the corner, around the corner, around the corner. So I'm just gonna spam send. Okay, I'm gonna MQP. Oh, I don't have a pet. Pause on. Yeah, this is probably a wipe. Maybe. Yeah, we got some at the entrance. What is... Oh, invisibility. Hotkey. Alright, so I'm on another screen right now. I'm trying to get my tunes, the tunes that died back in the mix. Which is probably a bad decision. I probably need to just try and focus on killing Rokil and then accepting my fate as the wipe. Unless if I can get everybody here, man. I mean, it's possible. It is definitely possible. Let's try a gather shadows or invisibility. You can't see what I'm doing on the other screen, but I am just I'm doing the invisibility thing, and then I'm trying to run these tunes closer. Okay, Rokil is getting close to death. That is good. And again, this is why 12 tunes is handy, because... Okay, now I'm pulling aggro. Means invisibility faded. This is what I was talking about earlier about wiping sucks because you can end up getting a whole bunch of mobs that you really don't fucking want in your life. Look at this train. Who's doing that? I'm gonna let her die. Yeah, it's summoning tunes. This is pretty fucked. This is pretty scuffed at this point. Yeah, everybody's dying. This was a bad call. Bad choices. But this kind of shows how very quickly it can go super sideways. But it's alright. We'll get back. That's funny. Alright, again, we're gonna be fast forwarding through some of this shit, so... Right now, I'm probably going... That's me, I'm doing an impression of me sped up. Ah, you think you're so funny, don't you, Sick? Look, man, I'm sitting here talking to myself, like, what do you expect? You should see what happens when the camera's not on. Did that sound? I don't know how that sounded. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Alright, we don't actually need everybody full mana, but it doesn't hurt anything, so again, being, you know, being safe and getting it done right and spending, you know, 30 seconds or a minute longer versus trying to be clever and then have the potential for failure, like the last 20 minutes of this video, I'm just gonna wait and get everyone pretty close to full mana, and then, you know, then we'll get set up. Ideally, I would like to get the Magus killed first, but it's not that important. As long as the Magus is aggro on all the dudes, and actually, let me make sure that I have taunt turned on everybody. Everybody, taunt on. Turn your taunt on. Yeah. You like that song? That was pretty good, huh? Oh, this is such thrilling content from Sick. Thank you, Sick. Man, I looted all these so they would go away. That actually must reset on zone. There we go. So, one of the reasons I do this, A, is, you know, as I said, here's a number, and then I said A. One of the reasons I do this is because I don't want to see a bunch of shit in my way. And then 2, I don't want to be running and like trying to manage stuff and like right-click to turn my camera and then end up opening a corpse and now I'm stuck trying to loot and stuff. I just kind of want that out of the way. Just again, trying to set myself up for the highest likelihood of success. You know what? Fuck it. This time we're just gonna send everybody on Nagafen. Are you actually gonna go, dude? What are you doing? There you go. Back off, 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 back off. Ooh, I don't want everybody sitting. Stand the fuck up, please. Thank you. And I might have just fucked up here again. Okay, no, that'll be fine. As long as Nagy stays in there with the pets, and the mage doesn't come back and bust us in the face, we'll be good. So, if you notice, I do stuff like spam sending in my pets just to make sure they're sent in. Sometimes pathing is weird, and your pets will reset due to the pathing, and we don't want that to happen. So sometimes I'll spam them, especially if I'm moving or the mob is moving, because I want to make sure that they're sent in appropriately. And then things like, I just want to double check that pause is off, just in case if one tune didn't get unpaused, or I was casting and I think it's off and it's not. See, normally I kill the Magus Rokill. Normally I kill him first. It looks like he's fucking up my pets. I wish EQ had better positioning for pets. I wish I could, like, mark a place on the ground, like some of the positioned splash abilities that we get. I wish I could mark a place on the ground and say, hey, pet, move over here. Because my pets being up on this ledge make me a little nervous. If he's aggro on this and he ends up fear... Oh. Alright, I paused my dude, and I manually put my pet on the Magus, because the Magus started running around targeting people. And then I'll unpause my dude here in a second, just to make sure that I summon a new pet, if he's dead, although I don't have any mana anyway. So, you'll notice that your mages, handle this... Ooh. The, You'll notice this, that your mages handle this better than the Necros. I think the Necros do have a spell that they can reabsorb their pet, which I'm not actually using. So I should probably do that. But I do have that ability being used in the item being used in the macro for the mages, for their mage pet. Everybody's pretty good on mana. All the magicians are still, you know, 80%, 70%, at least 50+% mana, so we'll probably be fine. Although one of the mages just got summoned, which is terrible. Alright, shit's going sideways, which is bad. It's because of that bad pull again. We need to stay on Nagafen, though. He's only at 13%. So we got a few people dead. How many are dead? 2 are dead right now. A third's about to be dead. Oh, that's me. I'm about to be dead. That's gross. That's super unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Very not fortunate. Okay, we won. It doesn't look like we won, but we won. We need to gather shadows. MQ2 on. Alright, so running the Necro down, we won, which is fantastic. So the way that this works is you get some brews for the mission, and then the actual horde that they drop at the end of it has some items in it, and those items you can sell to McKenzie for brews. So I'm gonna go open this horde chest, and then I'm going to give the brews to one of my clerics. Now, I front-loaded everything to my shaman, so my shaman already has the stick. So now I'm going to do my clerics and my paladin as I work on MQ2 paladin. Open. Alright, so this dropped the Fiery Might and the Red Scale Armor. So those should be 3 apiece, I think. 3 apiece for selling them back to OMM. So that's 6 plus the mission, which I think is 2. So I got 8. So 8 out of 64. It's not super great. It's going to take you a few cycles to be able to get all the items that you need. PCA task quit. Now here's what sucks, right? So you quit to get out of here, I guess. I don't know if there's a better way to get out. Maybe through the front door. But when you do this, you don't actually get your reward window until you recamp. So that's super annoying. But that's basically it. So I'm going to try to edit this and make this not as long. Obviously, there were a bunch of mistakes here, and there's definitely cleaner ways to do this. And I'm sure as I do this more, I will develop better ways of being more specific and efficient with the pulls that I make and which mobs I fight, and like, you know, doing that second pull, just fighting Nagafen ended up working out fine, but ideally I do like getting that Magus out of the way because it lowers the amount of pets that get roasted, and if all the pets die or aggro gets weird because they're feared, and Nagafen aggroes on a person and ends up summoning them, it causes a whole bunch of headaches. So anyway, so this is OMM. Like I said, those items I looted on my other cleric, I will just sell back to McKenzie, and he will give me extra brews for it. I'll camp everybody out to character select and then back in, and they'll get the reward window. And because like right now, if I do reward, you have no pending rewards, so no bueno. Does not give me the goods. So because he's a jerk. But anyway, so that is Old Man McKenzie. I may end up doing a Vox video. Vox is a lot harder, but and it's more prone to failure. So we'll see if people like this. If this is useful for people, I'll show the Vox thing. For me doing Vox, I had never killed Vox before in all the years I've played EverQuest, so I had no idea where to fight her at. So I may end up doing a Vox video just for the folks that have never done it before, just so they can kind of see how I do it. It just sucks, and I don't look forward to doing it. So, but it's fine. Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for watching the video. Again, I'm gonna try to make this as trimmed up as possible because right now it's at an hour. So, I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful August 1st, and stay safe.